Hello everyone, my name is IXTHREE and welcome back to the iSV server. It's been a while. Holidays got in the way and I got sick. Still getting over being sick, but I've been playing on the server. So this episode, while I dig for ancient debris, because I need a lot of it, I am going to put some clips in of what I've been up to. Just go do a little tour of the base and some other projects I've worked on in the last 2 months. So while I keep digging for ancient debris, let's go look at the base. Okay, let me grab some rockets. We have updated to 1.20.2, which also caused a problem with recording because replay mod was not updated to 1.20.2 for about 2 weeks after we updated. So I don't have replay mod footage to do time lapse for stuff. Not much has changed up here. I did get rid of the super smelter I had over there, and I don't remember if the mushroom farm was here or not. I took it down at one point and I had to rebuild it because someone needed some mushroom stem. But down here changed a whole lot. I had 2 player helping player events, or PHPs as we call them, to dig out my entire claim that I have put the little border around. Not the whole 17 by 17. But we went from Y67 to 42. I think it's 67. Yeah. We dug down to Y42. And took a little while. You can see it used to be up there. On this other side, we had a big spot that was tall. Don't mind the copper. Yeah, see, it used to go all the way up there. Took a little while. But special thanks to Cyril, who came over after the first one and helped dig out the rest of that section. And then to John Muerta, who showed up for like 4 days in a row after the PHP and got me down to Y42 on the other side. I had like 25 chunks left to do, and they just showed up. They weren't asked to do it or anything. They just showed up and dug. And as you can see, we have everything sorted here. Got like 6.5 chests of shulkers of stone. Got a few shulkers of everything else. I have taken some of the stuff to the shop that I was low on, like diorite, andesite, and granite. Yeah, I don't have much of these left, especially the granite and andesite. Got a bunch of grass, over a double chest of dirt, so that's going to be helpful. And surprisingly, there was a lot more sand than I thought there'd be. I actually had 8 shulkers, but I gave 4 to Bella, and then got some gravel. And then this is all the coal. Over 2 shulkers. And actually, all this copper came from my claim too. I fortuned it and smelted it because River needed some for some of his builds. Here's raw iron I need to do. I need to fortune this and take it over to the map world for Mac. A little bit of other resources. Don't know how I got deep slate redstone. Didn't think we got that low. And that's materials for building this. Saved 2 villagers from the village that used to be here. So, can use them. And Belle gave me her lore item, a sippy cup. And if you're questioning where all the shulkers came from, I built the thing. The shulker farm in the industrial district broke in 120.2. Armor stands can now be broken by shulker bullets, so I went ahead and built this farm. It's by ending credits. It's version 2.3.3.b, I believe. It's whatever version doesn't use an armor stand, and it's been working great. There's actually 2 of them on the server now. Fob built one too. And is there a shulker in here? There is. Okay, yeah, see. So it's been working great. It's got a supercharger of 8 shulkers in it. And if we go in, let's look at the storage. Don't mind the beds. Been AFKing down here when I need to. 1, 2, a little over a half, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 7.5 double chests of shulkers. Shulker shells. Sounds like a lot, but that's not even half of it. Let me show you what I've already stored away. Besides all the ones that were used in the PHP, obviously. Let's go up here. I have an almost full shulker in my ender chest. And then over here, 27 full shulkers. Plus, I've given a couple shulkers full to River. When the farm in the industrial district wasn't working, I told people they could come get what they wanted. So who knows how many were taken for that. And then I put a couple shulkers in the shop. Over here, because I need cobblestone, I have Ilmengo's cobblestone farm that makes 120,000 items an hour. Had the same one last season. Had it in the Skyblock world when we played on there. It just works. It's perfect for my needs. And I'm going to need a lot of cobble, not just for redstone, but for roads and buildings and stuff. And it all comes up to these 3 JCraft 6X hopper speed shulker box loaders. And anything it gets by goes into the lava, which is great. Because so it does sometimes back up. It's that fast. Okay. Part of it's going to be hidden because I'm going to do the top of the build here. So a few of these farms are going to be halfway in the ground and above ground, but I'm doing a city build this season, so there'll be just different buildings around it. And hopefully I can make them all look nice. That's going away. And then over here, oop, missed. For here, we have my super smelter. It's 160 furnaces. And it's based on Ilmengo's design. I actually built his smelter, but had issues with collection, so I just made something creative. Put a shulker box in there, it breaks it, all the items go down, destroys the shulker box, but not the items. They land here, and my hopper mine carts take them to the furnaces. And since it's waterlogged rails, it's 2 items per furnace gets out of the cart. So since the cart can hold 320, it means the cart comes back empty. And we just had the server restart. So here is a shulker box of stone, and I'm going to run it real quick. That's the collection carts. So there, destroyed the shulker box. And there's a shulker worth of stone. It's cart number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Number 6 obviously is not completely full. And another one sits there. Over here we have the refueling station. The cart's already gone off. It reads off of this hopper, and when the hopper's not full, it sends the cart off. And where's the cart? It's... okay, there it is. A little faster than I thought it'd be. And these are where the carts come that we're dropping off the items. So they get broken on the Wither Skelly Skull through the lava and then go down a water stream. If anything is in the cart still, which I haven't had happen, it goes up this water stream and back on top of the slab. And the carts go down and end up back behind me. And here's the input for the fuel. Okay, cart's still going. Okay, it comes back, gets a little bit of fuel. Now that's full and the trapdoor closed. This is from Ilmengo's design. You just put full shulkers in and it empties them, then breaks them. Very simple, very nice. And here's a lever to keep the trapdoor open when, in case something's not full completely. This is the collection lever. Turn that on. And I just have a clock that sends out hopper mine carts occasionally. I like to leave it off for a few minutes while it's smelting. That way it collects a lot at once. It takes 3 minutes to do a shulker worth of items. And collection is, or storage is, me standing here collecting the items in my pocket and putting them in the shulker because it's faster than a shulker box loader or hoppers. So let's wait for, here comes the collection carts. Same thing, it breaks them there and sends the items around, and then it sends the carts back to the dropper. And if we look in my inventory, here's 10 stacks already. It's another 5. Another 5. Another 5, or 4.5 this time. And there's the rest. And we have a full shulker of smooth stone now. Turn the collection off. Break the shulker. Full shulker. And we put another one back. It's that simple. If you turn the collection on too soon, sometimes it takes a little bit to get the last 2-3 stacks. It just depends. I like to leave it off for a minute or two. That way it does what it just did and fills up quickly. And these are the collection carts going back around. Obviously, they're not collecting anything because I have a full shulker. And here they are going back up to the dropper. So that's the super smelter. I'm aging some copper for river because I have all the room. It's going to take a little bit. Let's check the iron farms that have been sitting here. Yep, poppies are full again. And I backed up. I'm not even saving poppies anymore. I have 2 shulkers full. And I have a 2 tall flower farm. Kind of. So let's block this up. The iron farm is moving now that I have the city kind of dug down and stuff. This was just a temporary one. Okay, and the final thing done at the base is this. Since we have a server of over 100 people, not everyone can get an ancient city. It's just not possible with the amount of people. So for a mod coin, we can get a Shrieker. And let's pull up F3. On the right side, let's see, over here, you can see it says can summon true. That means if I stand on this, it will actually summon a warden. I think I said a mod coin. It's actually 2 mod coins. But a mod places it where you want it, and you just stand on it. It works like a normal one that would be found in an ancient city. This farm is Ilmengo's design. Works great. And we should get a warden on the next one. Yep, there he goes. The water flushes them up. pushed over. And I need to turn that down. They get entity crammed. There's also a wither rose on there. I don't remember which one was actually in the farm, whether it was the wither rose or the mine carts. I added one or the other to make it a little faster. But they'll start entity cramming because of the carts, and then adding them on top. They have such high hit points. It does take a little bit for them to actually die, even with 24 carts and a... Let's step out of here. 24 carts and a wither rose. Here goes the first one, and kicks out through powdered snow, the catalyst. And as you can see, I've been using it a little bit. And the darkness effect does still apply. It's just you can't see it in free cam. Here's another catalyst. And these were very, very useful in RPHPs because I don't have a mob farm where people could repair, but I had 4 shulkers of these and a fortune hoe, so they could just stack up, fortune them, repair all their gear and tools. Didn't have to leave the claim. Very nice. And special thanks to River, who sat here for 4 or 5 days in a row while working and just AFK'd the farm for me. Yeah, okay. If we look under stats and Skulk, I used 5,495 Skulk during the 2 PHPs to repair my tools. It's quite a few. And obviously this is a different statistics screen. This is from a mod called Better Statistics Screen or something like that. I don't know. It's searchable. It works a lot better. It's nice. So now we can go look at the Nether Tunnel, which I've also done. Okay. So this was supposed to be our Village Trading Hall Trade Havens tunnel. But unfortunately, because of lag, they moved it from this server to our shopping district server. So it has no tunnel now. So I didn't want to waste it because I really liked it. So I used it for my own tunnel, though it's a lot shorter. Trade Haven's tunnel was supposed to be 95 blocks. And I think mine's like... Where's that big one? They're under me, okay. Mine's like maybe 40. Something else I've been working on is down here. Not too far. Here we go. This is our community zoo, which is our player district. It's where we go to vote for patron of the month, that kind of stuff. I have dug out the tunnel. Max height, max width, buttoned it up. And our tunnels are supposed to be no longer than 250 blocks because we have a 500 block cutoff at the north and south. Obviously this one is 312 blocks because it is mostly over ocean, and it was decided that it's less likely to interfere with anyone else wanting to build a claim somewhere in the area. So I have a design idea for the tunnel that I'm working on in creative. Hopefully in the next episode or 2 we'll actually get started on it, depending on how fast I get it done. But yeah, that took 4 days to dig out. 4 long days. Back at the base, I wasn't expecting to include a clip for this, but I was emptying my wool farm and started getting attacked by phantoms. We've started doing monthly challenges, and unfortunately, for me and everybody, February just started, and the challenge for that is no sleeping. So everyone's going to have a bunch of phantoms. Thankfully, A, I have thorns, B, they don't do much damage, and See, I just don't care enough. They're not even, like, bad. It's just annoying. So, expect to either see a lot of phantoms in my next couple episodes or a lot of only daytime shots. Obviously, if I'm working down on the bottom where the storage and stuff is, they can't spawn because it's below Y60. But just wanted to include that. Okay, we are in the industrial district Nether now. Over there's the gold farm. That's the one that I built on Sakura and then the next day tore down completely and moved over to the industrial district Nether to help with lag, since the donut gold farm is there too. Same path, we have some piglin noises, because this is the public bartering farm. Okay, there's glowstone there. And, okay, so no one's had to use it. But this bartering farm was built by myself and River Kent. As you can see, we've got sorting for all the goodies that people would actually want. And people aren't emptying the trash like I asked them to. How's this side? Same. There's 2 trash cans. It's not hard. You put the item in, it goes away. They both work. The sign even says, throw away your trash. Anywho. This is the redstone. It's based on a farm by Logical Geek Boy. The same one we had last season. It gets rid of all the potions and stuff over here. Works great. Pretty simple to build too. And let's go. Actually, do I have any gold? I do. Let me grab a little bit of gold. And there's a update on my ancient debris. I found 30 so far. I need 124. Okay, let's take this upstairs. Well, scaffolding. And here we have 2 sides. Both the same. Both sides have 24 piglins. Okay, we fill the dispenser first. Or dropper. And then we just step on the pressure plate. And it starts feeding the piggies. All the redstone is my own figuring out. We have a trap door that gets pushed over by a piston to drop the items down. Last season we had them on powdered snow, but they changed the distance that items can collect together. So when it was falling through the powdered snow, if they dropped the same thing, whatever was in the powdered snow would pop back up to group with the item above it, and stuff just wasn't falling. So we switched to a trap door. So redstone comes on for the green line, which is where the pressure plate is. Pushes the block down, turn on the clock. That does the 3 pistons, the 1 for the trap door and the 2 for the slime blocks. And then continuing up the green line, torch goes off and that turns on the clock for the dropper. And they're done already because it wasn't a lot. Both sides do the same thing. You can do roughly 8,000 ingots an hour. And as you can see, there's a little bit of stuff here. I didn't check the gravel one, so I have no clue how much came in, but obviously not a lot because it was only 41 ingots. So it works great. It gets people all the items they need for bartering. The spectral arrows is surprisingly not completely full. And then there's a couple things that came in. And this is what you're supposed to do when you don't want the items. Because this is full. What you're supposed to do is do this. Click here. Toss them in. And like that, they're gone. Okay. And I think that's the end of the tour. That's everything I've been up to the last 2 months since the last video. We're going to get back into our normal video schedule and actually doing things now that I have replay mod working and everything, and I'm starting to feel better. So until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.